Disclaimer!
Oh, baby. From one to America. How free are you tonight?
What do you mean? It's not the American flag? How dare you not support my freedom to be colorblind? To be colorblind? This guy, it's just a colorblind American flag, don't worry about it. What even is my channel anymore, man? Dear God. Oh yeah, we also have like that stuff on the way, so like keep a lookout, baby.
Well, good evening, ladies, lasses, and louses, and welcome to the click. You smell like absolute democracy today. And don't let anyone else lie to you and tell you otherwise. America, USA, the United States, freedom, liberty, democracy, guns, and that kind of stuff, and funny things that come out of social media, like emotional support demons that aren't like particularly American, it's more like hell stuff. But keep a lookout, they're very fluffy and you can do this. So anyway, today I figured we would do something incredibly fascinating that I have not done before. We're gonna look through r/shite Americans say, but with a little bit of a twist. I haven't done this in a while. We're gonna play oh man, I messed it up. Totally the first take. Today we're gonna do something special. We're gonna play bingo! Woo! Bingo! I just noticed I have a couple of pimples today. Feeling young. So for the first square, we have a little You Tried star, followed by bad tourism, air conditioning drama, which is a thing for some reason, my freedom, Nazi shit, which is just great, work culture, true patriot, eagle. USA made this, and usually when people say this, USA did indeed not make it. Bad immigration takes, insane healthcare, guns, pew pew, facepalm moment, any post that makes me go like thumbnail face, which is just like a free square basically. Woke! Ugh. The woke agenda is here, everybody. God, they're gonna make everyone gay. Europe is blank, which can be filled in with a bunch of nice, tasty things. Heritage, which is always a fun discussion in these kind of subreddits. Freedom units! Oh, the irony. Main character syndrome. English. Liberia flag. It is surprisingly common that we have some patriotism that just uses the wrong flag for some reason, and it's so funny. Jesus was a true American. I'm very badass. The gay agenda. And racism. Sparkles. So just sit back, relax, grab your favorite snack, and feel your buttocks expand. Enjoy. TRUMP 2024 Liberia flag eagle! Those are Liberian flags. Wrong! Those are American flags! Freedom, baby! Oh my god, we are so free that we like literally make all the flags our flag. I thought I could savor this for like a little bit longer, but right off the bat, Liberia flag it is, baby. At the airport, America will be lost to the immigrants thanks to Biden and Kamala, which is censored for some reason. Kamala is a slur now. Norway, here I come. Wait a second, wait. Wouldn't that technically make you an immigrant? Whoops. I feel like this fits on some stuff. This is definitely bad immigration take. It's also incredibly ironic. I'm also gonna put this on a facepalm. Just because I can. I love being in charge of my own bingo. This is my favorite part of the day. Oh my god, Click, you can't stamp multiple things with one post. What are you gonna do about it? This bingo is so free. r/career guidance. Is 6 days off for 2025 excessive? Six days off. I am a contractor who doesn't get PTO. If I don't go in, I don't get paid. My coworker asked how many days off I took this year, and I told him 6. He told me that is crazy, and that is way too much. Am I in the twilight zone here? Is 6 days too much time taken off? I mean, I do work from home. Okay, small benefit of the doubt. Maybe the coworker meant that he just takes time off because he's working from home, but doesn't actually take time off. Does that make sense? He just leaves the house, without telling anyone. But like 6 days a year, that's like nothing. That's insane, man. Okay, we're gonna put this under like work culture because this is bonkers. If this was just one step more to the middle, we would almost have a bingo already. God damn it! Wait, I'm gonna change my bingo. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna change my bingo card after the fact. That would be rancid. Proving our point. No more funding, and your countries will collapse. You got the Swedish flag in your bio, and yet you spit such nonsense. I am Swedish American. Är du svensk på riktigt eller?
I just said I'm from America. I don't speak Swedish. But you said you're Swedish American, and you have Swedish flag emojis, and you say you're Swedish in your bio. What the f*** do you think Swedish means? Okay, this one goes straight under some nice little heritage, doesn't it? Dear God, man.
Now, heritage is perfectly fine. Valuing family roots is beautiful. Listening to old family members passing down traditions is great. But going around social media and like having flag emojis in your bio and saying you're from somewhere that you're actually not is kind of wild. And then getting called out on it like this. Bro. Oh my god, the only thing that would make this post even funnier is if the person in question actually has like Swiss heritage, but they say Swedish because they don't know their different countries. That would be great. Please let that be the case. Only in America. Newborn's hospital bill hits $1.5 million. What the fuck? My $1 million NICU baby. $1.59 million. Oh my god, what? This feels like the kind of bill that the hospital has jacked up because they're hoping that the insurance company will just pay it without asking, but holy shit, man. Whereas my son spent 3 weeks in NICU when he was born, and the most expensive part was paying for parking at the hospital. And that was a special reduced rate for parents of sick infants. My god, we have a bingo for this. That could be a quote from my channel. Insane healthcare, baby. Oh my god, if we just have USA made this and a true patriot, I'm gonna have a bingo. Oh my god. Or guns, and you tried. It's gonna be... I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to winning my own game. A baby on top of dirt? A man paid over $200 to ship Texas dirt to Italy, so his son could be born on Texas soil. I mean, even including the trip to Italy, it's still cheaper than giving birth in an American hospital. And then someone replied to this one. Why do I need an AR-15? Because someday the government may tell me I'm not allowed to put my sick son on a plane and fly him to Italy for treatment. And believe me when I tell you, I will be putting him on that plane. I need an AR-15 in case I need to hijack a plane to fly my son to a country with socialized healthcare is currently my favorite take on gun ownership. Oh my god, I can put this post under two things right away. I'm gonna put this under guns, and I'm also gonna put this under true patriot. Hell yeah, I import dirt so I can birth my child on true American soil. Infections be damned. It's going to be a patriotic infection. I kind of want to know what the hospital room looked like when this was done. Like, did you have a bed of dirt? And you told the doctors, like, no, don't catch the baby. Just let it fall onto the dirt so it's born, like, on soil. Or did you put, like, the mother on top of the dirt? So, like, the birthing is happening on top of the... I am so intrigued. Like, I don't think I really want to know, but I'm just so intrigued. American here, not sure how the rest of you live with free healthcare. If no one's paying, what incentives do doctors have to keep you alive? What do you mean? Doctors absolutely have a salary. It's just that the system itself is paid for by taxes instead of individual patients. You want world-class treatment? Then you should earn it. This isn't some charity. You see? If you're poor, you should just fucking die, man. Hospitals are businesses. Their job is to attract high-paying clients, not babysit freeloaders. Oh my god, man. My god, are you like, for example, a poor student going through college and you need a bit of healthcare? Have you considered just dying instead? Sweet life hacks, more at 5. Okay, but this logic is absolutely unhinged, right? Because it very obviously creates incredibly predatory practices, like, for example, price gouging stuff like insulin. It isn't really a free market thing when the choice is between buying overpriced insulin or dying, you know? And it's not like doctors aren't being paid. I have plenty of people that work in healthcare in good old Sweden, and they do indeed get paid a salary, all right? The difference is just that you pay for it via taxes instead of the individual patient, and also more regulations against stuff like price gouging. Okay, man, this has to go under insane healthcare. We're gonna have a lot under this one, I think. Jesus Christ, man.
Good luck finding breakfast in Italy. All I found was cookies, pastries, and croissants. Leaving tomorrow and running home to New York rail breakfast. Just got back from Italy, New York 2 weeks ago. I was so excited to have our food again.
What do you mean? I have been in Italy twice over the past few years, and the breakfast is How do you say it in plural? It's like Gollum.
She ruins the breakfast.
Or something like that. They're perfectly fine. It's just regular breakfast buffets. I'm not sure where you're going to, man.
Anyway, I'm just gonna put this under like some bad tourism, man. There's a lot of bad tourism in the world, and this certainly adds to it.
I need to get the You Tried one. Then I'm gonna have a bingo. Oh my god, we're so close. I am so excited. R/interesting. German police quick reaction to a guy doing the Nazi salute. Tackle to the ground.
Literal fascism, lol. No freedom over there. This is not something to celebrate. The government can just ban anything and disguise it under hate speech. That's a bad precedent.
What? You won't let me do Nazi shit? That's some Nazi shit.
I mean, god, the irony is staggering. So anyway, this definitely goes under some Nazi shit. And also, like, where do I have irony? Oh, here, the irony. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for this absolutely beautiful take. That moment when you are actually the fascist because you don't like fascism, and not liking fascism is more fascist than being a fascist. Bro, this is great. I couldn't make this shit up.
Bud Light, Target, Disney, Jaguar, now Cracker Barrel. One by one, once great American companies are self-destructing with woke rebrands. When will executives take the notes? Wokeism isn't just a failed ideology, it's economic suicide.
Readers added context. Jaguar is not even an American brand.
Oh my god, logos getting oversimplified, which is kind of like
Boring and a shame because a lot of logos used to look way more fun than they did.
But whose fault is that? That's right, the woke agenda for some reason.
Woke is just synonymous with stuff I don't like. Anyway, that's pretty woke.
Oh my god, Twitter. Never change.
Clawing at the bedside table. Yeah, lol. I'll be freaking out too if my clock was displaying nonsense numbers.
Are you aware that a 24-hour set clock, right? So it's just saying it's 11:36 p.m.?
I'm sorry if this isn't politically correct, but I don't care about the British customs.
I don't care about the British customs of a regular-ass digital clock. Anyway, so this definitely, it's not really the case, right? But I'm gonna put this under freedom units, because it's close enough. This is some freedom unit. It's also some Europe is blank.
It's like, oh my god, the only place in the world to use a 24-hour digital clock. Must be some English shenanigans. Those Brits, this is why we broke free with independence. Because back in those days, people really hated digital clocks.
r/AskUK. What's stopping you guys from just taking over a castle? I don't know, probably lack of electricity, lack of plumbing, it's illegal and you'll just be arrested. Hello, I am American. I have a question. If I, not me specifically, just like in this hypothetical iSense, took over an English heritage site castle by force with like 50 guys, and it was on a moat with a hill and everything, would the UK government have to siege it down medieval style? I mean, with a hill and moat and everything, wouldn't you just like, I don't know, starve within a couple of days? Because they can't use ammo, it would damage the site and also be super uncool to gun down people over a prank.
I mean, they can't really take us down by force because that would be like not super chill, bro. So that's out of the question.
I would wear knight armor, so like pepper spray and maybe tasers would be bullshit too. Isn't that made of metal, which is also like kind of conductive? And also I think pepper spray probably goes through a medieval helmet if you just spray in the eye sockets, you know? I do like the reenactment aspect of this though, just flying to a foreign country with 50 bros in full knight armor and take over some old dilapidated building. That's sort of a vibe, but I'm not so sure about actually endorsing this. Also, UK police aren't immediately identifiable as displaying psychopathic tendencies, and don't normally carry guns. Culture shock as an American, I gotta say. So, like, would they just send in cops with batons and they would have to climb the walls with ladders and shite? I don't know who to talk to get an accurate answer, but I've been thinking about this for a while. This feels like the kind of thing online dude bros will like have long conversations with like ChatGPT about. I am willing to put myself on a watch list for a real answer. I don't think this puts you on the watch list. I'm gonna be honest. It's not that badass. Also, no hostages. Not that they would be killed, that's kind of fricked up. They can just go home. But like, they gotta go quickly, I am taking over a castle. Just let them hunger. They cannot eat their weapons. It's not that deep. Which is a siege medieval style, so they are technically correct. They are technically correct, actually. They're half correct. Half a gold star. I'm actually gonna give you a gold star for this one. I'm gonna do this. You tried. And it's our first bingo of the day. Hell yes, we have a you tried, work culture, guns, heritage, and Liberia flag. Oh my god, that's beautiful. We almost have a diagonal bingo as well. And also this and we're so close to like a treble bingo. It's gonna be great. Merriam-Webster does not rhyme. Through, cough, though, rough, bow, does rhyme. Pony, bologna? What? Today I learned that when they say baloney, they mean bologna. Maybe I'm mispronouncing both, to be honest. I feel very Swedish today. That never clicked for me. Anytime I see the word bologna, I generally stick with the Italian pronunciation. What? I always thought they meant a completely different food. Oh, I know what to put this under. This definitely goes under some English. Straight under some English, baby. If we just get some sweet, sparkly racism, we have another bingo. Man, I love racism. I mean... when it gives me a bingo. When it... God damn it. US TikTok has discovered that there are black Scottish people. The comments are wild. To be fair, the chap they have discovered is rather pleasant on the eye, along with his wonderful voice and accents. I'm more Scottish than that guy, and I have never left the US, Lamau. Oh my god! I feel like we're having a bingo, baby. We are having a bingo. This goes under some sweet old American heritage. This also goes under some sparkly racism. And we have another bingo. We have Nazi shite, insane healthcare, Europe is blank, English, and racism. Oh, isn't that just sweet? Racism brings it home again, baby.
My fellow Americans,
Woo!
where are y'all from?
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
What's the biggest difference you've noticed when you've traveled here?
No ice. Oh my gosh, water is a commodity here.
What? Ain't no way.
You never see water.
I am parched
when people are eating.
I'm in a constant parch.
We're charged for water everywhere. Oh, the bill takes a little bit longer than expected.
For you to hunt down the waitress.
I feel like everybody's very friendly here.
Friendlier than Florida.
I totally disagree with that.
Why do you disagree?
No, Europeans just like don't vibe with us.
In mine yesterday at the club, everyone was like, get these Americans like out of here.
What?
Where we cut.
Pause. You guys can't cut a line and be like, why'd they get rid of us? Like, bro, that's the most American thing ever.
Wait, you were going to a club when you were touristing, cut in line, and were general nuisances, and you're like, oh my god, they just don't like us Americans. No, this is... I'll explain this with a bingo. It's because you're stinky tourists. Stinky tourists. All I know is that as an American, I can walk into any pub in the UK, any bar in Australia with my head held high and pats on my back when just over 4 years ago, I would sit in the corners and just overhear Americans being the butt of jokes. Proud to be an American and thrilled to be respected as an American while abroad again. What a good feeling. I wish he would come and fix Australia for us. Ah, yes, indeed, fellow Americans. You know why I travel abroad. It's to be respected. As an American, people come up to me and want autographs because I am American. This is a main character shit. Which means we have another bingo. I nailed this bingo card. I'm so good at my job. They teach English in Britain. This in particular is a speaking exam for my GCSEs. But yes, of course they do. Interesting. Best of luck with it. Interesting. I learned something new today. They speak English in England. But it's almost like it's in the name. Europeans saw the coldest it can reasonably get outside. It's 0 degrees, and the hottest it can get is 100 degrees, and we're like, let's call this minus 17 degrees Celsius and 37 degrees Celsius. I have experienced both colder and hotter. What do you mean? Like, you're just making stuff up at this point. It's when water freezes and when water boils. It's kind of nice to know that when temperature is hovering around 0, the roads can be slippery, for example. It's a very simple system. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius and freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. C-scale is not connected to how it feels outside, which I also think is kind of a garbage argument. Like, how it feels outside is only relevant to what system you're used to using. If someone tells me, oh, it's 20 degrees Celsius outside, I know exactly what that feels like because I'm used to it. Like 20 degrees, it's like a somewhat cool Swedish summer day. You know, it's pretty chill. If someone tells me like, oh, it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit, I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know what 60 degrees Fahrenheit feel like. For the longest time, I used to think that when people said, oh, it's 100 degrees outside, that it was just a figure of speech. You know, I thought it was like, oh, it's so hot it can literally boil outside. But it's just because it's a different system. I thought this until I was like, I don't know, 13 years old or something. It's insane. And the rest of the world uses this system, not only Europeans. The other useful scale is Kelvin, but Fahrenheit is 18th century era obsolete temp scale. I mean, Kelvin is also just linear with Celsius, you know. It was 98 outside today. It was pretty hot. What does that even mean? Do you realize that in the range of 90 Fahrenheit for you is totally similar to the range of 30°C for us? Meaning that when it's 90°F, in your mind, you think something is 100% similar to our 30°C. There is zero difference. The only difference are the numbers used, but the actual meaning is the same.
It's just what you're used to. God, that freedom, your frustration stamp under freedom. So much freedom, thank you.
Haven't heard that term before. I thought the term was American defaultism.
Well, to be fair, y'all using American websites and we did basically invent the internet. And y'all speaking English, so fair game? Yeah, fair game.
The internet was made by a Brit in Switzerland. You are speaking English simplified, not the OG English. This website is Chinese. Where do we go from here?
Try again. Don't you know that the US invented English and also the US made it? Which means we have a bingo, we have work culture,
true patriot. USA made this, bad immigration take, and insane healthcare. Oh, isn't that just absolutely gorgeous?
Trump will save America. Liberia flag, bald eagle. Yeah! Patriotism. Liberia flag. Woo!
Don't be silly. Liberals don't have a flag.
Unironically a post I've seen. Kind of like the nonsense maps people put forward about obesity. According to American criteria for what is and what isn't obese, about 75% of Europe would be obese, and if America used European standards, it would be the thinnest and healthiest country in the world. What are you even yapping about? You can't compare a country to another if the means in which they recorded the data is completely different. Isn't BMI the same standardization like everywhere though? Like, don't get me wrong, BMI is certainly like a simplified measurement, but like, this ain't it. According to America datasets, I am in the category of morbidly obese. If you saw me in person, you would say, that guy is in really good shape.
What?
That's because in America, height and body weight are the only two factors that go into the judgment of obesity. No, that's everywhere. That's BMI everywhere, which is also why on an individual level, it can be a somewhat inaccurate measurement. Which means bodybuilders are considered morbidly obese by American data recording standards. But they're also like very much outliers, to be fair. Fitness women that go to the gym are also considered obese by these records also. While Reddit is flooded with propaganda about how America is the fattest country in the world, the fact is that America is one of the most active gym-going countries in the world. I feel like this entire post is just some confidently incorrect stuff, man. BMI is pretty much the same standard everywhere. It's just like weight per height, basically.
I don't even know what to put this under, man. Like, facepalm, maybe? I think facepalm. That's like the closest thing to confidently incorrect we have here today.
1,000 US Marines could take India.
What do you mean take? Like in a fight? Yeah, in a fight.
The best president we ever had. This implies that you think arresting random people on the street is better than banning slavery or creating America. Not sure what that says about you. Since when has there been slave issues in America?
You tried! Oh, did you ever try? Oh, that's so sweet.
Human beings have been eating chocolate for centuries, but chocolate didn't really become chocolate, the sweet, affordable, and ambiguous treat, until Milton Hershey and his successors figure out how to assemble a supply chain that stretches across oceans and merge it with American manufacturing expertise. Hershey's. It's hard to imagine a company like Hershey's existing anywhere except in the US. You know, when I go to the store to buy chocolate, there is like Swedish chocolate, there is Swiss chocolate, there is some German chocolate. I never see American chocolate. I wonder why no one bothers to import it.
Anyway, there's like some USA made this. USA invented chocolate. It's also main character stuff. Dear God.
Bruh, we wrote the dictionary. Be quiet. The most used dictionary in the world is the Oxford English Dictionary. It's also the most used in America and is the one that Harvard University asks its students to use. The Oxford English Dictionary is written by professors at Oxford University in Oxford, England, and is published by Oxford University Press, also in Oxford, England.
Ooh, is this USA invented words? Booyah, baby, freedom!
Americans saw water freeze at 0 degrees Celsius and said, Let's make that 32.
Europeans saw a guy who was 6 feet tall and said, let's make that 1 plus. See how fucking stupid you sound?
Okay, but like, the difference though is that the degrees are based on like an actual physical phenomenon, and the height thing is pretty arbitrary. You know, you just decided how tall 6 feet is, you know? And you can make the same argument both ways, right? If I just go to this centimeter to feet converter, oh, so many feet, and type in 180 centimeters, that'll be 5.905511811 feet, which isn't that much of a round number. You can just do this in any way. Anyway, you end up under freedom units. Is this one freedom? I think this one is freedom units. There we go. Freedom units. Oh, and here's a nice little picture. Metric system, metric uses metric. Been to the moon! Been to the moon with help of a German scientist that used metric. NASA uses metric. The US government uses metric. They just do a conversion when talking to plebs. No. Newspapers are my absolute favorite when they try to be like pedagogical with this stuff. When it's like, a big boulder the size of a small boulder is blocking the road. What kind of freedom unit is this? Talking about walkable cities. If I wanted to walk, I will go for a hike in the woods. If I wanted to walk, I'll go for a hike in the woods. Europeans don't have real natural forests of note. What? So they just walk around in their cities and pretend that that's amazing. Yeah, you know, in good old Europe, we just added pavement everywhere. Trees? What the f*** are those? So I need to put this one under, like, Europe is blank, because that's really funny, you know? The entirety of Europe. It's just a flat lane of pavement. We don't have a single tree, man.
Most people of the population of Minnesota can tell a Norwegian from a Swede with just a glance.
31 upvotes. As a Norwegian, I can't. Weird.
You need to be an American to gain this skill.
Oh! America! God, yes! On September 7th, 2025, a total lunar eclipse will be visible for 85% of the world. Look at this part of the world.
So now we're important. Nice.
Only an American, who literally doesn't know where anywhere outside of America is, would say that. Lol. Ooh, I just realized I should have added some like bad geography to this one. But anyway, this is like some main character syndrome, for sure. Can you say a word in German? You're no more German than Hans Niemann. Ja, I'm ethically German. You mean you're a German shepherd? I don't understand why Europeans don't like German Americans and don't call them German. Ah, here we go. The European bashing. I love seeing Americans simultaneously claim to be European, but also spend time bashing Europeans. Ooh, that's a little bit of a twist in this thread, isn't it? I'ma pop this one right under a good old heritage, baby. Oh yes, I love heritage drama on Reddit. It's so entertaining. Currently having this discussion on another thread on here. There is a major difference between being German descent and actually being German. If your grandparents were German and moved to America, it makes you American with German descent, not German American. If someone says that they are like German American, I would assume they speak, for example, both languages, and like their immediate parents are German American, or maybe they like spend a portion of their lives in both countries, have 2 passports, that sort of stuff, you know? That's what I imagine when I hear it, and that's what adds up with people around me that call themselves, for example, like, ooh, I'm Swedish German. That's usually what it means.
All of this is just a pacing to Euro-poor cope. Europeans cannot comprehend how rich us Americans are. You can make $150,000 annually working at a gas station or as a bartender.
Oh my god, what kind of gas station are you working at?
Well-paid lawyers and software engineers in Germany only earn $50,000. They live in squat little houses, have no AC, and no freedom to speak against the governments. Life is miserable in Europe. They all want to live in America. You only saw the tourist Disney stuff.
Europe is blank? And yeah, that's great. Thank you.
I am sorry, but America has the best flag. All the others are just worse.
Absolutely mogged by the Selenogorsk flag of a bear splitting an atom. That is such an incredibly based flag. Oh my god. That is so beautiful. I don't think I have anything about this flag mogging. I don't think I have flag mogging on this bingo card. That should have been added though.
The Welsh flag has a dragon. This yank needs to sit down.
Victor Emmanuel was reburied next to his wife Elena, a woman who was 1.8 meters tall and used to call him Mon petit roi, my small king. Oh, short kings unite, baby.
Meters are gay.
Meters are used pretty much everywhere except the US. Oh, the entire rest of the world has fallen to the gay agenda. So, in other places that don't matter, get at me when you land on the moon or have real stealth bombers. Alright, Hood Trump, whatever you say, man. And you landed on the moon with metric as well. Be gone, leftist. You've got bigger fish to fry, buddy. Americans measuring stuff. Oh, look at that sweet foot. Feet. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put this one under freedom units and also the gay agenda. Because metric system is gay now. Serious. As an American, if a pickpocket thief in Rome tries to steal my backpack or wallet on the street, am I allowed to kick their ass? I mean, I certainly hate pickpocketers as much as the next guy, but this gives me some I'm very badass vibes, for sure. Which for some reason doesn't give us a bingo. Oh my god, this bingo card is a bit resistant here towards the end, isn't it? I actually went to Rome a couple years ago, and my best advice for avoiding to be pickpocketed in the very tourist-dense areas that you might go to when you're exploring a city like this is to, for example, have a jacket with a zipper with inner pockets and just put all your valuables in there. Don't have a purse hanging over your shoulder. Don't put your wallet in your back pocket sticking out. You know, very basic stuff like that. You don't have to go super far to make yourself very safe against pickpocketers. Like internal sealable pockets, for example, makes it almost impossible to get pickpocketed. And also pay attention, don't leave bags unattended, that kind of stuff. It's relatively simple to stay safe. The top 10 ethnicities Sydney Sweeney could pass as a local: Scandinavian, Anglo-Saxon, Irish, Scottish, German, Dutch, Polish, Russian, Baltic, Finnish. Ooh, Sydney Sweeney. Lol, where do they think white Americans come from? This is so silly. Some good old heritage, baby. Booyah. My ancestors were Irish for 5,000 years. Our lands were stolen during the potato famine. I am Irish in a way people in Ireland would never understand. This is some like r/not like other girls, but for heritage. But it's true, he is Irish in a way that he's not actually Irish, and real Irish people won't understand that because they are Irish. r/not like other Irish heritage, baby. Booyah.
God bless USA. The same liberals claiming Jesus is not American are the ones saying climate change is real. I know what I believe. Doubling down on that one is a little bit of a double whammy, isn't it? Jesus is American. Do I smell a bingo? Oh, baby, Jesus is American. Double bingo, baby. Praised be bingo, Jesus. Isn't that beautiful? I love bingo. European people complain every single year without fail about their 77-degree summers, and whenever anyone makes fun of them, they're like, we don't have AC, like install AC then? I mean, AC definitely exists, it's just not as normalized in like your own home, depending on where you live, I suppose. But yeah. Oh, I have a bingo for this! AC drama. For some reason. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for adding to the bingo. My guy JD Vans brings 19-car motorcade and drives on wrong side of road in UK, while locals protest his visit. USA serious question. Can you take him back now, please? We will drive on whatever side of the road we want in the continent we saved from being called Germany. Ooh, it's my freedom! My freedom to drive on the wrong side of the road. That gives us another couple of bingos. Man, that's beautiful. We only have this one left. Oh my god, can we get the... Can we get the free square? The 10 largest empires in history, ranked by their vast lands. USA, if you include the moon. What? Me, when people don't acknowledge generational trauma of families of Irish immigrants. I mean, that's pretty true though. The Irish were treated pretty poorly. Irish American 4 generations deep, and the trauma still bleeds within my large family. Severe anxiety, depression, and alcoholism. I think maybe you should go like talk to someone about that. I'm not like generational trauma can definitely be a thing, and how it like affects families for generation, because nepotism and shit do be a thing, or like lasting remnants of like racism and poor treatment. But I think you should talk to someone about anxiety and that kind of stuff, you know? What? Fahrenheit haters? Fahrenheiters? That's a little bit of a pun. You get half a gold star. We'll never understand is that the Celsius system simply does not allow one the outlet of incredibly going 107 degrees? when it is 107 degrees outside. 41 degrees is far too mild of a number when grappling with the fact that it's 107 freaking degrees outside. I just made up my own scale. It's 1 billion degrees outside. It's like such a hot... Which one is it? This one is freedom units. It's such a hot summer, girl.
Burger. This is why America is the #1 country in the United States. Let's go, baby! Whoa! America's the #1 in the United States! Yeah! I really wish I had added some bad geography to this bingo. Anyway, I'll put this under facepalm and my little concerned emoji. I love thumbnail faces.
Europe is a terrible country. Don't even compare these two back to back, man. Man, that's great. I wish I had geography. Europe is a third world crap hole. You don't even know what third world means. And contributes absolutely nothing good to the world. I was gonna put this on facepalm again. I wish I had bad geography, man. Oh my god.
Well, that concludes our little bingo. It looks like we had just a full score. I was pretty good at just nailing down the stereotypical stuff that comes out of a subreddit like this. This is absolutely beautiful. I can't remember the last time we had a full bingo card. I feel really good about this. And you should too. Have the little snacky you deserve and have an amazing rest of your day and time wherever time is you live. And I will see you in the very next video. Take care. Mwah.